So I'm just tidying my kitchen and I thought I'd post a video about consistency in the gym and how to acquire consistency. And it's not the answer most people will think, which is just show up every day, follow a plan, keep it going. Then things are important, but sometimes they're not sustainable. And what I mean by not being sustainable, it's not that you can't not get there every day because things get in the way of the gym, like life, because obviously that does happen. So you're always going to miss sessions, it's just a way of life. The thing I'm talking about is making fitness fun. Because when life gets in the way and you skip a gym session, it's so easy to fall into a pit of, well, I've skipped one session, I might as well skip the next. I have missed a session, it's ruined my plan. What's the point? I might as well start the plan again or start doing something entirely different. And that's kind of what I want to talk about, and it's how to avoid doing that. And the main way I do that is by making fitness fun. So I have a level of structure to my training, but it's not strict. It's not ridiculously strict. And it's why I'll never be a bodybuilder level or a professional athlete, because I have a full-time job. I have 2 kids. Life gets in the way all the time. And I don't want the gym to become a chore, because if it becomes a chore, that's when I will find it hard to continue and I'm more likely to give up. So instead of making it a chore, I make it as fun as I possibly can. And I do that by making fitness a hobby, not a task that needs to be checked off each day. I like to get it in daily where I can, but if I can't, it's okay. And the first thing I do to do that is don't make it a checklist item. Make it fun. And then instead of thinking, oh, I need to do this thing because I've got to tick off my exercise box, I think, oh damn, I really want to do this thing. I'm really excited to do this thing. And I do that by choosing wisely how I want to do fitness. So most people, fitness looks like Monday to Friday or so many days of the week at a traditional gym, pumping weights, doing cardio, doing all that kind of stuff. That just doesn't work for me. I get bored shitless. It's a surefire way to give up. So the way I don't do that is, there's a few things. I find hobby tasks that go sideways into fitness. So what I mean by that is something that I find really fun that has an aspect of fitness. So rock climbing. There's loads of rock climbing centres, at least around myself. Most people have one in a reasonable distance, but that's just one thing I do that I find really fun. And it's really good. Like upper body strength, grip strength, stamina, it's amazing. And then BJJ, very rarely do that, but there's a local place and they do a no-gi session where you can just roll and meet some new people. I'll never get good at that because I'm not consistent enough, but I don't need to be good at it. I just need it to be fun because I'm burning the calories regardless and I'm really enjoying it. I've met some really nice people through that and I couldn't recommend it enough. And then I've recently just started in a new midlife crisis, which is skateboarding. I used to do it when I was 15, so I presumed now I'm 30, it should be fine. I've nearly broke my leg about 3 times. It's absolutely not fine, but it is super fun. And it's one I can bring the family along with. So I'm taking my son there and he's absolutely loving it. And he's getting really good as well. So he sees me doing these things as an adult. It's promoting a healthy lifestyle for my family at the same time. He sees that and he really enjoys it. He sees me falling, getting up, putting the work in to try and get better at something. He doesn't just see me disappear for an hour because I have to go to the gym. It's showing him that fitness can be fun. And there's an infinite number of ways you can make fitness fun. If you are somebody who needs a structure or go into a gym at a dedicated time, have a look into other options, like have a look at PT-led sessions. You can really build up a sense of community if you're around the same people doing the same workout. CrossFit and High Rocks gyms are really taking off at the moment. High Rocks especially, that's really on the rise. But they are really fun. And that was how I kind of started my fitness journey. I'd always just gone to the gym after work, done my session, gone home. It was a checklist, tick, done. Boring. Then I started a CrossFit gym and as much as people joke and say, it's not a cult, it really is. But at least everybody's shared interest is getting fit, not like some cults. But CrossFit and High Rocks, a group of like-minded people all doing the same or similar workout with the same or similar weights is really fun, because you get challenges from doing that. You see somebody lifting heavier than you can aspire to be more like that, you can aspire to speed up, you can do the same workout 10 times over the course of 2 years and see how you've progressed and stuff like that. So that was my way to get into fitness. I started the gym thinking, I'm not unfit, but I'm definitely not really fit. And then it mixed some disciplines I'd never used before. So it mixed together Olympic lifting and running. And I was absolutely dying. I was like, oh my God, I thought I was fit. And I could see people there absolutely smashing it and thought, I want to be more like that. And going to them sessions all the time, getting to know these people, really changed how I thought about fitness. Made really great sets of friends through group sessions. And that was kind of what led me into that. And then the whole thing is about making fitness fun, and you will become more consistent because it won't be a task, it'll be a hobby. I refuse to run on treadmills in the gyms. It bores the living hell out of me. I live in an area where there's hills on tap, so instead of just running on a treadmill, staring at a wall, sweating in a building, why not get out and just go for that run in the countryside? Obviously, you're not as blessed to live in the countryside or near the countryside. That might not be an option, but there are ways, there are things you can do to make fitness fun. Sometimes you don't need to make it fun, you just need a bit of structure. And that might be structure in a traditional gym. Obviously, I said that didn't work for myself very much in the traditional gym because I got bored, which led me to skip the sessions more. But if you can work with a traditional gym, you just need the structure, then look into some programs. There is an absolute plethora of programs online, and I'll link a few in the description because some of the programs are really, really good, and you can choose a focus. So you want a program that makes you better at running, find a running program. You want a program that makes you look a little bit more aesthetic, like a bodybuilder physique. If that's your thing, there's a program for that. So I'll link some of them in the description, but before I do that, I will mention that a lot of these are paid, and I have made free programs that people can use. So please do check them out. They're on temperedstrength.com. Totally free to sign up. There's 2 programs on there at the moment that are totally free, a 4-week and a 6-week one. The 4-week is a strong foundation, and it's just a structured basics course. If you follow it, if you push yourself, you'll see benefits. It's only 4 weeks, the benefits will be somewhat limited. It's not going to be unrealistic and say, oh, you'll feel jacked and you'll be like a bodybuilder. You won't, but you'll feel better for it. And there's structure. So you could do that, and you could repeat that 4-week block again, increasing the weights. There's also a 6-week course on there, which offers a little bit more structure and follows a tried and tested methodology called the JZLC or CL lifting method. And that is percentage based off your 1 rep max, and it controls the rep range and weight range of what you'll be doing. That one, you'll really see good benefits on if you follow that. Yeah, and you can do that 6-week cycle, test your 1 rep maxes, do the 6-week cycle again, and in theory, infinite gains as long as you're increasing them 1 rep maxes. But yeah, 2 programs on there, totally for free. There's some other great ones online, I'll link them out. So there's some by CrossFit coaches, there's some by bodybuilding coaches, there's some by golfers even. A good one to look at is Hard Work Pays Off. That's made by Matt Fraser, professional CrossFitter, won loads of awards, but he made a platform and he's teamed up with people from all different facets of fitness now to offer a really unique platform with programs for an absolutely wide range of things. But it makes it consistent, it gives you a plan. So first thing, try and make fitness fun. If you can't make fitness fun and you don't want to pack it in and you still want to do it and you think consistency is what you need, get a plan, because the plan will give you a structure. You'll walk into the gym knowing exactly what you're doing. You won't have to wing it. You won't be flipping through Men's Health trying to find some generic make your arms big workout. It's not what most people need. Most people just want something that works for them. But yeah, I'm going to try and drop more videos like this where I'm just chatting shit about fitness. But this first video was really just to test the waters and talk about how you can try and make your training more consistent. Yeah, thanks for watching this video, and this is my first video to trial out just talking shit about fitness. But please like, subscribe, comment on this video if you think it should be different at all, and comment if you know any good programs, because people really benefit from seeing them programs. Because yeah, I really want to make this a community where people share information as much as possible. But until next time.